Welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner podcast. My name is Coach Scott. I'll be your host today. It is Monday, January 20th, 2020. Hey, so we're beyond, I do apologize. We didn't get that second podcast out late last week. We tried, just time constraints. It was a really kind of crazy week last week. My daughter had a half a day from school on Friday for no reason. Parent-teacher conference, but did the teacher actually ask me to go in for a conference? No. Frustrating. Anyway, I always complain about the teachers. I do. I'm sorry, teachers. I love you. I swear. It just sometimes it's like half day for no reason at all, and it just kind of destroys my day. Anyway, she's off today too. Full day off today, obviously. So we didn't get the podcast out last week. So, a couple things. Number one, this is the last time you'll hear me talk about resolutions, but we are now beyond the 14th. And actually, I read something. Elizabeth Bain had posted something from Strava. So Strava is a platform, if you don't know. It's a platform, sort of a social media kind of thing, where you can go in and it will collect all your workouts from your Garmin, from Zwift, from wherever, and sort of house them all together. So it's a general place where you can go and look up your workouts, and you can see what your friends are up to. You can join groups, do all that kind of stuff. So they have all this data from all their users about how they work out. And I think the article was posted either yesterday or the day before, saying by their data, this is the day. So it's either the 18th or 19th. This is the day where most people give up on their resolutions, historically speaking, which is kind of they are, if anyone's going to do a sort of a data set on this and put out some kind of, research on it, Strava would be the ones to do it. So we've been talking about that magic 2-week mark. So apparently it's more like 18, 19 days. So today being the 20th, if you're that person that made that resolution, hey, I want to go to the gym more often, and you've been going, and you're going today, or you're planning on going over the next couple days, congratulations. You are no longer that person that the gym people hate and despise because you're in the gym and you don't know what you're doing, you're taking up space, and you're only going to be there for 2 weeks before you quit anyway. You are now a gym person. You are no longer a resolution person. You are a gym person. So I say this with all sincerity, be proud and keep it up. Keep it up. You're doing a good thing. This is what you wanted, and you're doing it. And now, you've been forcing yourself to do it. You've been doing it. Now it's becoming habit, right? It's becoming routine, and you're doing it. It's easy to kind of fit it into your day and get it done, and keep it up. That's all, all encouragement. Keep it up, guys. Seriously. And if you're one of those people that made the resolution and now they're slipping, hang on to it with all you got, or make adjustments. Check it out. What's not working for you? What is not working for you? Was it maybe your goals were too strong, or maybe it turned out you thought you wanted to do something, and now that you see the work that it takes to get it done, maybe it's overwhelming you. So either fight and hold on to it, or adjust and change the goal and make it a little bit more palatable for you right now. Make it something that you're able to do right now and you're able to train for right now. Don't give up. Don't let it slide. There was a reason why you made these commitments in the first place. Don't let it slide. And on another note, there's another group of people I need to talk to, which is the people that are starting to say, hey, and I heard this the other day. Hey, I really wish I would have made a resolution this year. Oh. You want to know why people hate New Year's resolutions? That's one of the reasons. If you caught yourself saying that sentence, back it up a little bit, because that sentence should never be uttered, ever. And you need to know, number one, you don't have to wait till New Year's to make a change. You can make it just like that. I've seen it happen where someone just says, you know what? It's almost like you see their mind move. That guy did a marathon. I bet I could run a marathon. And all of a sudden it changes, just like that. And all of a sudden that person's working towards it and planning on how they're going to get it done. Maybe hiring a coach. Do you know any? But you know what I mean? It's like, it just takes, you just got to change that mental makeup and make different commitments. I can't tell you, someone told me the other day, I'd love to run a marathon. I don't have any time though. And I said something like, oh, well, hey, did you see season 8 of Game of Thrones? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, and I totally it's like, and you don't have time. You watched 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, an hour per episode, if not more, towards season 8, and you're telling me you don't have time. Come on. Sometimes it's not about that. You have time. You just got to figure out how to use it to your best ability. I had a couple of things last week. I think I mentioned in a couple podcasts ago, where football games that I wanted to watch. This was the last podcast. The Clemson, LSU game I wanted to watch. But how did it benefit me personally to watch that game and stay up past midnight instead of getting up at my 6 a.m. time, which is part of my resolution to get up early, because that benefits me. Sometimes it's just about looking at the choices that you actually make, realizing that it's a choice. It's a choice to stay up really late to watch football. If anyone did it last night with the Packers 49ers, I don't know that game was on super late, but it was on late enough. You got to stop making excuses for yourself and look for the time. Make the right choices. It's out there. For a lot of you guys, it's out there. And there's no reason to have to wait till next year, to next New Year's, to make a resolution. If you have something that you want to accomplish, start it now. Team Ordinary, guys, you guys are crushing it lately. I'm going to start with, Steph and I mentioned doing a lot more Facebook Live videos, and we were good the first 2 weeks. This week we didn't put one out, so we're going to try to put one out next couple days, I think. And we wanted you guys to do it too. We asked a lot of you guys just to kind of, hey, get over that, get into that discomfort, zone. What's the word? Get out of your comfort zone. I guess that's get into the discomfort. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit. And I got to tell you, it's so great to, to hear your voices and to see your faces talking about how your training is going and your workouts and what you're doing and what you're up to. We saw Chantel Sandberg do one. Katie Mayo's been doing a few. June Walker, it was so great to see you talking about how you want to change things, and you're setting yourself up to do your first ever triathlon in June. Doing a first ever triathlon. You're going to have to get out there and swim. She said she hasn't ridden a bike in years. So isn't that exciting? I think that's so exciting. I think it's awesome. And just before the show, Keith Jones did one too. And he's a guy, every time we go to New York, I'm like, oh, let's meet up with Keith. And we just never do. And it's all our fault. So it's kind of nice to see him and see him live and hear his voice and say, hey, here's a guy out doing it. Here's a guy out working hard and part of the team. It's great to see. And so basically, I'm saying, hey, keep it up, guys, with the Facebook Live. I think it's a really good tool, a tool that not many people really take advantage of. And it's nice to get out of your comfort zone. If you feel kind of different, it feels weird for a little bit. We were walking on the path and doing the Facebook Live. We actually looked around on the path to see if anyone was coming, and we didn't see anybody. And as we were walking, we went around a corner, and there's a couple going the other way, and we are talking to our phones, looking like morons. But I guess that's the world today. And but you get out of your comfort zone, and you kind of start getting used to it. It's good. I think it's good for you. Team Ordinary have another event coming up, the Super Bowl box pool. We put out a video explaining it all last week. If you're on our YouTube channel, you might have seen it. So in order to buy, it's a traditional box pool. So we have 100 boxes we need to fill, guys. And in order to get a box, you don't have to pay for it. This isn't a pay pool. But you do have to be a member of Team Ordinary. If you're not one and you've been thinking about it, go to teamordinary.com and register now. It's I think it's $49. You get yourself a shirt, you get a hat, you get a cinch bag. We'll deliver that all to your house with a sticker. And it will open you up. Also, you get a profile page on our website, teamordinary.com. By the way, if you're unsure, if you're a member of Team Ordinary, go to that page and your name is listed there, even if you didn't give us a profile. And you can also put your races on the race calendar, which is another thing that I have to announce here too. We had a bunch of people running this weekend. But if you put your name on the race calendar, we'll announce it on the podcast. So, and it's also really good so that people can check it and know when you're running and know when to support you, when to, maybe some of your races have tracking. We can track you or at least know that you're out there doing it. It's good to see. Anyway, so you have to be a member of Team Ordinary. The way you're gonna earn boxes is next Monday we will open the pool. I'll do that on Facebook. I'll do that on Twitter. We'll open the pool. Again, you got to join Team Ordinary. You do a run of at least 1 mile. You post it to social media. We're gonna allow you to get 2 boxes. So from Monday to Friday, do 2 runs, get 2 boxes, post them to social media. Make sure you let us know that it's for the pool. You can do Team Ordinary pool, I think hashtag Team Ordinary box, or you can just make sure, tag me somehow, make sure I see it, and I'll throw your name in the boxes. It doesn't matter which box you get. We're going to jumble up all the numbers after we fill all the boxes. If the boxes are full, and you do run, we will let you, if you're getting your second box, we will double up some boxes. If it's not full by Friday, we are going to open it up on Saturday, and you can get a 3rd box if you do a 3rd run. So it's a pretty cool thing. I like this kind of it's like team building, right? It's like a team building exercise. Winners are going to get hats, shirts, all kinds of merchandise, and a $25 Amazon gift card as well. So it's worth it. If you're a member of the team, it's worth it to get your 2 boxes, get them in, post away. We want to see you on social media doing it. And we should have made you do Facebook Live, but we're not going to do that. Just post it on social media, and you'll get your box, and it'll all work out. Again, check the details on YouTube, on our YouTube video that I posted last week. The Team Ordinary people that were racing this past weekend, it's a very exciting weekend, actually. Stephanie Brown finished 6th in her age group at the Fly Fish 5K in Florida. I'm jealous of your Florida weather. It's it was 12 degrees this morning. It was 12 degrees last weekend. We had some snow this week, 4 to 5 inches of snow. Crazy. That's not actually a big snowfall around here, but it's cold. And when I think of Florida and running in Florida, I'm like, oh, that would be so nice. Sarah Bauman, the 3M half marathon. I believe that was in Austin, Texas. I'm not really quite sure, though. I think it was 23rd half marathon. Congratulations, Sarah. One of the big ones over the weekend, Tamara Johnson. I believe this was her third attempt at the distance. She's tried it twice before and never quite made it. All good efforts, but she finished a 100K this week. I gotta get Tamara on the podcast. I have reached out to her. Hopefully she'll respond. Hopefully she'll accept my invitation. I think she's got a good story. I'm really excited to hear about how she decided that she wanted to run 100K. That is just awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations, Tamara. I think that's great. You got to come on the podcast. We got to talk about this. And lastly, as we speak, Jacob Polzin is out. He's another one, by the way, I'm trying to get on the podcast too as a guest. He is out running, doing the Run the Whole Damn Greenway, which is I believe it's a 33-mile race, or just a run. I don't know if it's an actual race. I think they're just doing this big path that's out near them. It might be like an unofficial kind of run, but he's out there doing 33 miles today. Good luck to you, Jacob. Another guy I'm trying to get on the podcast to talk about, his journey into running. He thinks he's a newbie, but he's kicking ass. Let me tell you, I've seen him on Zwift all the time with the bike. He's kicking ass. Let me tell you. Speaking of Zwift, I'm going to talk about Zwift now for a little bit. I know it's probably another topic that we're sick of, but for me, I'm an indoor trainer. I am an indoor workout person. I love being in the cold, especially when it's cold outside. I'd rather be indoors than outdoors. I find the treadmill okay. A lot of people just despise the treadmill. I'm okay with it. I would rather ride indoors on the trainer than outdoors in the cold. So that's another one where I enjoy it. And I know maybe that's weird to some people. There's two different, you either like training indoors or you don't. I kind of like it. Zwift makes it more palatable to me, especially the bike. But I also have the run pod now, so I'm doing my treadmill runs through Zwift and that platform. The review on that personally is I don't know, and Zwift doesn't pay me, so this is totally honest for now until they start paying me, and then I'll tell you how great it is. Come on, that's not what everyone else does. Actually, truth be told, I love Zwift as a platform. The cycling platform is incredible. It really is incredible. I enjoy it more than some of the others that are out there, but I know there's to each his own. There's reasons to do all different platforms. I like this sort of the immersion into almost a video game atmosphere and the social aspect of it. You ride with other people, you meet other people. We're doing these group rides too, things that I can't really do on other platforms. To do the run, I've done probably about 4 runs to date. It's a little awkward. I can't see my computer screen is too far away and too small, so I can't really see who I'm running with. I can't chat. So when I ride, I can chat, right? So when I ride, there's an app on the phone and I can just open it up and sort of text here as you text to the other people in the game, which is kind of neat. And when you're riding together, especially when you do a meetup ride, you can talk to all the people within your meetup and, not have it bother other people and kind of just, joke around, have fun as you're really getting a good workout in. So I do like it. I think it's kind of cool, but running and doing the same thing running, it's like me running on a treadmill and trying to type on the phone. That's like a disaster waiting to happen. Injury, a fall, a slip, whatever. And I'm just definitely not doing that. So it does take away. The run is not, it's not as immersive, I would say, as the bike. It's still useful, and we can still do meetup runs on it. If people are out there and they're interested in doing it, we could still do it. It's just going to be a lot less chatty and a lot less, a lot less social, a lot less sort of, I think, keeping the team together type of thing. It'll be just more like a random free-for-all, which is fine. It's fine. It's just different. As far as the cycling is concerned, though, 6 a.m., guys, every single day. Every single day. So, all right, let's take it back. Every single day but one. All right. I started it on January 2nd. Yesterday was the only day I missed. And yeah, there were probably some excuses, but I kind of knew it was going to be tough. I did get up relatively early. I shoveled the driveway. Like I said, we had I think 4 or 5 inches of snow, and it was kind of heavy snow too. So that was a good workout. I did get on the bike and I did a run later in the day. So it's not like it was a lost day. It's just that I've been really tied to this routine of getting up. Alarm rings at 5:30. I'm on the bike by 6 o'clock and doing it. Good news. Today I did that. Today, even though Steph and I went out for a couple drinks last night, we had dinner out. I was in bed by 9:30. I was up at 5:30 on the bike by 6. I got stage 3 of Tour de Zwift done, and I did pretty well. It was a pretty hard ride for me. I didn't take it lightly. I hit it pretty hard, and I most importantly though, I got the routine back. The early morning, I skipped the one day of missing the bike, and I'm back on the routine now. So again, it's like, you want to make the one-offs, right? The one-offs where I don't get up. Hey, look, you don't have to train every single day. As a matter of fact, as a coach, I do recommend that you rest on some days. I'm just taking my rest days and making them really light bike days, just to kind of keep the streak going and feel good, especially in the beginning of January. As I'm starting this, I'm starting to try to make this commitment, to make it a routine, to make it a good habit that I when that alarm rings in the morning, I fight it and I get up and I win that battle, right? And as you keep doing it, it does become easier, guys. It does. And I'm feeling it easier, that it's easier and easier. Yesterday, I kind of just gave myself a day off, and I'm fine with that. But I can't tell you, like even this morning, I don't even know what time it is now, but I feel great. It's probably like 10:30. I feel great because I got the workout done, and anything else I do today is gravy. So that is going really well. And I thank Aaron Shepard, Gary Talamini, Jacob Polzen, Matt Shore, anyone that's kind of met me at the 6 a.m. meetup ride. And if you're interested in joining me, look, those rides are sometimes just me and me alone. But if you're interested in joining me at 6 a.m., you want that accountability, I'll be there. So just let me know and I'll add you to those meetups as well. The Thursday night ride. So every Thursday night at 6:30. At least for the foreseeable future. I don't know if we're going to continue into the summer, but we've been, setting up Team Ordinary rides. And I say Team Ordinary, but we invite anyone who wants to go. You don't have to be a member of Team Ordinary to go to those. You just got to let me know that you want to be invited. I invited some people today that I hardly even know, people I just rode with on Zwift, and you kind of ride next to each other. You give each other a thumbs up. It's called a ride on, and it says ride on. It's really cute. Anyway, and then after the race, you follow the person, they follow you back, and it's like, hey, we know we ride the same, so why not invite them along? I invited a few people along this week. We'll see if any of them, bother showing. They're probably going, who the hell is this guy? But we did invite about 23, 24 people this week. I hope to get a better showing. Last week was, it was me and Christian Lee and Travis Heidebrink. Thank you both for getting out there and riding with me. We had a lot of people just be busy on a Thursday night. I understand that, but hopefully we'll kind of get more of them together going forward. I am looking to do some more rides, more group rides in the future too. So if you're interested in any of them, just let me know. And that concludes today's bowing to the Zwift gods. I'm sorry. I really enjoy the platform. It's not something that, that I'm advertising here. And, if you're a runner and you're not a cyclist, I don't know necessarily I'd go into it, but I think, the Run Pod, if you're training and you're indoors and you hate the indoors and you're just looking for something to make it a little more palatable, I believe the Run platform is free. Check it out. It doesn't hurt checking it out. The FootPod's like $25 to $40, something like that. You can find it probably on Amazon. Let me know if you're interested in that. I should probably put a link to that in the page in the description. We'll figure that out. Anyway, working on a lot of future projects. Going to wrap some of this up. Podcasts in the future. I'm trying to get Tamara Johnson, Jacob Polzen, trying to rope them in to get them on as guests. Buford Halton is another guy, a guy I met out in San Diego. That should be an interesting podcast. Buford runs a nonprofit that helps kids out in San Diego. And I'm honestly, I have absolutely no idea. Him and I are going to talk about things that have absolutely nothing to do about running. So it's kind of one of those where I met the guy, good dude, does a lot of good work, and I'm looking forward to talking to him. I just don't know what we're going to talk about, so we're going to figure that out too. But I know he does a lot of good work, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. What else do we got? I think that's about it. I'm going to call it a quits for today. I got to get another run in today, I think. I'm feeling good about the workout. Got that done. Feeling good about the podcast. Podcast is doing well. Feeling good about Team Ordinary again. Join Team Ordinary. Get involved with our Super Bowl pool. Should be a good time. And remember, every day is an ordinary day unless you make it extraordinary. So get after it, guys.